Hi everyone, it's Nat here. Hope you're doing well. So I'm on with a craft haul this time, a second-hand haul. I'm joining in with Velita from Velita's Creative Designs with her hashtag OpShopCrafter collaboration. Velita loves op shopping like we all do, and she does do videos on her hauls. So she started this collaboration where she shows the secondhand bits and pieces that she finds everywhere, and it's heaps of fun seeing what she gets. And then she also does her videos where she uses the things that she finds. So she's started a Facebook group, which is Op Shop Thrift Crafter or something like that. I will link it down below. Jump on and join if you want to see what people are finding in the secondhand stores, thrift shops, estate sales, just all that sort of stuff. Show us what you find, and also you can show what you made with it as well and get some ideas of what others make with their finds. I wasn't going to go to the secondhand shops till next week. I did get for a gift for Christmas some money with strict directions to only use it for op shopping. And I saw on Facebook an advert for a garage sale event. And it was a couple of towns away from me in this small little town. And it sort of sounded like it might be a number of people selling stuff together or whatever. So I thought I'd get up early that morning and go along and have a look. Now, when I got there, it was in a little shop that sold crystals and that sort of thing. And they had one table that had some ceramics. They had like 3 racks with clothes that were $10 each or whatever, secondhand. A little pile of kids' books and kids' clothes and that. And not much else really, so I was a little disappointed. But I remembered that on the way back I'd be passing the Salvage and Save, that I wasn't sure whether it was open or not. So I thought I'd duck in, have a look there, and I spent way too much. But it was fun because I haven't been out and done it for a while. So we'll have a look at what I got. Firstly, I'll show you what I got from the garage sale event. I did find this wallpaper. It's a bit different, but I like that it's in the greens and it's got the leaves and the flowers. It will make nice covers and I'll be able to do other bits with it. You can fussy cut out the flowers and leaves as well. And I also grabbed, because I couldn't help myself, this. Now I can't remember what the stuff's called, where you layer all your papers and that. So, really love it though. I've got it on the tip of my tongue because I've got some here that I was going to use in my journals. Anyway, so I grabbed that purely because it looks like fairy wrens or something like that, and it's absolutely beautiful. And it's in a nice frame, so I think I'll display that in my house because I quite like that. So they were the only things that I grabbed from the garage sale event. I didn't want to leave empty-handed, so I did try to find something that I liked there. So next I went to the Salvage and Save, and like I said, I bought so much stuff. I think when other people give you money, you don't feel so bad about spending it, really. You know, so it didn't count as I went. I was just shoving everything in my bag. I'm terrible when I go to the op shops. Yeah. And the prices are a little expensive there, but I do understand why. It's because they are all paid workers there, but they employ people who are on the NDIS and that. So it helps them out heaps. So that's understandable. Now, there was this little packet of cards, and there's piles of them in there, and they look like they're probably all your wine. Little cards, wine themed, which I thought was pretty cool. Let's have a look and just make sure whether they're all the same or not, although I don't know how I'm going to get into it. So it's quite warm here for the next few days, which is nice to hang out in the craft room when it's like that. Puppy just come in from outside. I think it was a bit hot for her, and she's being a good girl for the moment, lying on a little mat here, so hopefully it stays like that and I can finish my video in one pop. Nice, beautiful. So yep, just single little card pieces. Beautiful little journaling cards they are. And if you didn't like the theme, you could just collage over the top but I quite like it. So there was this stationery set. We will have a look in that as well. It suits me to undo these and unpack them and store them in a different manner because they are so bulky when you keep the boxes. Oh, I was going to try and keep that sticker. I still might. Doesn't matter if it's a bit broken. Sometimes I keep the boxes too because they're so pretty. I can cut them up and use them as journaling cards or journal covers as well. So what I might do is just cut the bulk of this off. I do like that sticker. I keep everything. Except every book page I come across. My house would be full of book pages if I did that. Oh, great. Yes, I wanted to see if it had anything other than the papers in there. So look at that cover. I mean, you can keep the box for your storage anyway. Store ephemera in there. It's a bit bent, but that's all right. It's a lovely little box. So I've got stacks of these envelopes. I'll move that card. That can go into my little cardboard drawer that's under my desk when I want a bit of card. They're lovely. And then we've got the papers. Yep, stacks and stacks of those envelopes. Another bit of the card, which is handy. So I really like those, very pretty. We'll just put them back in the box for now. There was some more wallpaper. A little expensive, but it wasn't too bad. At this place, they're usually more expensive, and it's, you know, a big roll of it. But I really love the pattern and the colours on this, so I had to get that. And it's vintage. Then there was this little round box, which I don't tend to like round storage because I find it a waste of space. I like square ones that you can put right up and there's no room. I like to utilise my space well. But it's your purples and greens, so of course I had to get it. It's beautiful. Oh, a little bit of purple tissue paper in there. Needs a bit of a wipe out, but it looks pretty good otherwise in that. And it does have handles on it. A handle on it. Thought that was quite pretty. Grabbed a sewing pattern because I can't help myself. I just got one. I like the retro style. And then it's got men and ladies on it in their dressing gown attire. A bit different. Now, don't find these much around here, but it's a Christmas issue Ideals magazine. I have, I think, about 3 Ideals magazines that I found in a second-hand shop, really cheap once. But I thought I would add this to collection, and I'm glad I did because it's absolutely beautiful. I do see these a fair bit on videos from people in the States. So this is 1962. And yeah, I can make a Christmas journal just using the pages out of this. They're just beautiful. And the colour is gorgeous. So there's a lot of poetry by the looks. Quotes. But the illustrations and the pictures are amazing. Look at that dog. Definitely something worth keeping an eye out for in the second-hand shops. Some wrapping paper, lavender themed, so I really like that. Make some pages and little bags for journals. A writing pad, a good collection of writing pads. I very much like getting them if they're a little bit of a different colour. So this is sort of pink. Enough pages on that, so that was good to find. This is just, I think it's 2 pieces of really thick wooden fibre board. I don't know if you call it chipboard, probably chipboard. But very thick and nice, so I can do something with that. Don't ask me what, and make all right covers, but you could also use it as a background for a collage or something. So next I have a few fabrics. There was this one. I put them in these page protectors, which I'll be able to reuse. Nice little pieces. They look like they were fat quarters maybe, or are fat quarters, hard to tell. But I like the little pattern on that one. And another one here, because I needed more fabric like a hole in the head, but just can't help yourself sometimes, hey. That's beautiful, the colour in that. And the pattern, yeah, it looks like a fat quarter. There was this, so it's a nice mesh, and it's a nice soft mesh, which is a lot nicer to play around with than the, what's that stuff called? I'm forgetting all my words today. You know, the thicker, heavier stuff that we use, that I've got a lot of as well. But yeah, that's beautiful. And I've got a purple. And the blue, which is a lovely colour. And then this pink. And there's a lot of them as well. This fabric reminds me of like a kitchen tablecloth or something. It's orange and yellow. It's quite nice. Be nice for covers, that will. And then this one, it's like a bed sheet or something, but I just thought it's quite shabby. It's an off-white. It's got the bows on it. I think tea dyeing, that will be nice. So now we're into lots of little bits and pieces. There was this button card, exclusive buttons, and I really love the vintage cream style buttons, or tan. And it's John Martin. John Martin used to be one of the big department stores in Adelaide, which is no longer in business. Yeah, really liked that. I've got some trims. So there's this one. I won't take them out. They're quite wide, sort of ribbon trim. And this one, which is your sort of soft mesh again, with a scalloped edge in pink. This one, which is a black lace, black eyelet lace with some sort of navy ribbon, satin ribbon through it. This looks like it's a gathered cream lace. Another eyelet lace. This one's beautiful. It's a nice pink, light pink with brown in the middle. This, another black eyelet lace with some pink ribbon through it. This is off-white lace, again with some sort of like a magenta or burgundy coloured ribbon through it, or maroon, whatever you want to call it. I don't know my colours. I'm just winging it, guys. This, I don't know why I got this, but I did. It's so vintage and that. And I'd love to collect vintage things, but I don't have the space, and I do prefer sort of clean plastic storage and all that's just easier. But for some reason I just had to get this. So it looks very old, and I assume it's a pin cushion because it has pins in it. It's the dingiest thing, isn't it? But yes, for some reason I got it. Don't ask me what I'm going to do with it. Maybe I should shove that on the front of a journal, pins and all, and get rid of it. But yeah, I was fascinated by it. I thought these might be half rusty. They don't want to come out in a hurry, so I'm thinking there's some rust there somewhere. Good pin cushion, you can't even pull them out. Yeah, they are getting rusted and that. Some people like that sort of thing, so there's a nice big needle in there too. Interesting style of pin cushion. All right, there was some bias corded piping in lemon yellow colour. I like the packaging too, so I'll keep that bit from the inside. I think that's neat looking. There were a couple of your Singer Sewing Machine manuals. Like this one, it's got the little caution note on it. These are pretty cool. They're different as well. I've got a few of these here now. They have great little pictures in them. They'd be great as standalone ephemera to slip into a pocket in a sewing journal in the future. Mini pegs, don't ask me why. I think I've got a few different sizes of these things now and I never use them, but I thought if you're gonna use them in a journal, this size is probably what you'd want, or even smaller, so I got them. These, they are faux leaves and I like how dingy they look. They look vintage too. They look a bit suspect at the back, I'll have to have a good look. I don't think it's mould, I think it's just the colour of the leaf, but I'll have a closer look when I open it up if I'm game. This. It's a Harry Potter purse. Now, I did just send a happy mail off to the lovely Emily, who is Silvermist Crafts on YouTube. I'll link her down below. You can go and check out the happy mail I sent her. She has just started collecting Harry Potter things for a collection, as she's just gotten into the movies heaps and that. So I sent her off a happy mail, and look, I never see Harry Potter stuff around secondhand much. And now I'm seeing it everywhere. So they did have some jigsaws. They had a few of these jigsaws, I think they were. A few boxes of them. But I thought, no, I won't get them. But then I stumbled across this. Now it's a bit dirty or stained. I'm going to see if I can wash it off. I might ruin it, but we will see. But I thought this was pretty cool because it's got like a pocket there. I think that has all your credit card pockets in it as well. And a pocket there, and then a pocket at the front as well. I just thought that was a bit different. So, Emily, I got this. I don't know if you're going to want it or not, but I like it. Yeah. And I don't like Harry Potter, so no point in me keeping it. Now, I've got this received stamp. Now, I do have a few office stamps, and I'm hoping I don't have this one. I don't think I do, not in blue. I think I have it in red, so... And it still works good, so I thought I would grow it because I love these things. It's weird, the things that you collect when you do this hobby that I would never look at twice before. Measuring tape, because I have a collection of those as well. I'll try and get the ones that are different colours, the vintage ones. There were a couple of these. Trying to get over my fear of glitter. This is Little Birdie Shimmer Crush or Orchid. I was going to say orchard then. I always do that. It is orchid. Shimmer Crush Glazed Plum. So they're pretty colours. So, And for mixed media and that, I must get over my fear. This is, I've got a few of these. They're little notepads, but I love the covers are always nice and boho style, which gives me good ideas. And then the pad itself is nice, nicely decorated. And great size for little journal cards and journaling spots. You can never have too much storage for all the stuff I buy. So I've got this little, we used to use them for our fishing lures, that sort of thing. But I've got one of them, clean that up. Love these, they're little drink coasters, wine glass coasters or whatever. And they've got your card suits. I think very cool, especially for your Alice in Wonderland journal that I'll never get around to doing. I had to get this, a little Singer plastic container for your Singer sewing materials. It looks like it's a bit cracked there, actually. I didn't notice that before. But that's all right. I just thought it might be good to store some of my bobbins and that in. It's nice and sort of retro vintage. And I might be able to fit it somewhere. This trim. Don't know if I like this or not, but I got it anyway because I do like to have stuff that's a little different. It's a satin trim. It is actually quite nice. So we'll use that. This pack of little gold pins. They look slightly tarnished. So nice in the vintage journals. What next? These appliques. these flowers. Looks like there's 4 of those. They're pretty cool. Always takes me back to my ballroom dancing days because we'd wear things like this in our hair. It was horrid. Yeah. And your hair had to be pulled up and back so tight. With my hair so thick and it was so long that I had like about 100 bobby pins holding it all in. So at the end of the night, you get home all tired and I'd have to try and get all these bobby pins out. But they're nice sequined ones, sequins and beads. Then we've got this beautiful little ribbon rolled rose. I like that, that's very nice. And this big one. That'll go really nice on a cover. This is a bridge score pad, yeah. I don't think I got one like this. It did cost a bit, but there's a lot of pages in it. I really love the style of it. Must take a few of them out for the lovely Kylie from Kylie's Card Craft. I'll link her down below as well, because she did send me, I was a bit rude and asked her for something that I saw on one of her videos, and she was lovely enough to send me what I asked for, so thank you so much, Kylie. I'm going to show that. I meant to show it at the start of this video but forgot, so I'll show it at the end. But yes, I will find a few of my bits and pieces around here to send back to you, Kylie, for that, so thank you so much. And yes, I might try and remember to put a few of those in because they're pretty cool. Another one of these Housey Lotto packs. It's about my 3rd now. They're not always, or most of the time, they're not full. This one looks pretty full though, so heaps of the bingo cards, awesome journal cards. Lots and lots of fun. Vintage, 50s or 60s usually these are. Then I've got these little number ones. They will be great embellishments and tags and that. Don't think I've seen that many of them before either. So very happy with that. Might put a few of the cards aside for you too, Kylie, although I'm not sure if you have a pack of those yourself. You'll have to let me know. And then a Yahtzee score pad. Again, it's just nice having different papers. I like that they're green as well. You fold them up. You can make little pages in your journal with them, or fold them up and slip them into envelopes and pockets. Got these brace clips. There's 3 of them there stuck onto the vintage packaging. Thought they will be fun to use for some sort of closure or something. Yeah, maybe a closure. And they do look like old, which is good, I suppose. It's just the end of my tape that come off. To put it back on. There was this postcard. I love it. I think it's a reproduction. And it's a bit wrinkled, but it's a Valentine one. And I thought that would go real sweet in a Valentine journal if I can straighten it up. Yeah, but it says it's from the Old Fashioned Love and Friendship postcard book. And then there was this pack of needle packets. So this one's really cool. Needles and sharps. Like this packaging. Yes, very nice. It's very interesting. These Singer hand sewing needles. One in there. It's amazing when you get such old packaging, but you look at the needle and it's just pristine in there, nickel plated. That's why, obviously. It's a similar packet. New needle threader. These are 8 crewel embroidery needles. They'll come in handy if I ever do embroidery. And some more crewel needles. So love the packaging on these though. I'm addicted to these little sewing notions now. It's just the silliest things. I should never have stumbled across junk journals. It's ruining my life in a good way. I also found some more transparency film. That's where I have got most of my transparency film is from the Salvage and Save. I've got a fair stack of it now, but that's good because I do get on a roll and use a pile of it at a time, so it's great to have. I do have one lot that's I can successfully print on with my inkjet. So I should keep that for when I want to print something and then use the other ones for not printing. If you've got a laser printer, I think you can print on these a bit better. Yeah, I think my inkjet would struggle with this because it's quite shiny and smooth on both sides, but the one that I can print on is quite sandy, matte feeling on one side. So these will be great for doing windows and that sort of thing in my tags, journal cards. And there's a stack of them in there. Also grab this. I always grab my sheet protectors if you haven't noticed. So this is a big box that's got a pile in it. So I should be right again for a while. I do go through a lot because I do sort a lot of book pages, and it's a great way of keeping bits separate from each other and being able to store them in my file cabinet. Okay, so that is it for my secondhand haul, but I'll get on and show you my beautiful little happy mail from Kylie. Again, thank you so much. I can't tell you how much I appreciate this. Occasionally you'll see that someone has something that's just perfect for a project you have in mind. And very thankful that you did send those to me, and she added a few bits for me as well. But this is gorgeous paper that she's wrapped it in. Not sure if that's the paper that you found as well. It's quite long, isn't it? It's beautiful. So I'll make some use of that. And just giving me this, it's a blank bank check. Oh, there's a couple there, 2 blank bank checks. These will be heaps of fun to use as well, or hoard. So I must hunt up the checks I've got and send you 1 or 2 of those back if I can find them. That's the problem. Don't hold your breath. It takes me forever. I'm trying to sort out all my stuff and it's taking me forever. So as I find bits, put a few pieces away for you and send them off when I can. But yeah, they're lovely. And such good nick too. And then there's some of these. So it looks like it's like the carbon copy. Oh, there's the 3 copies. Beautiful. And these are Spencer Motors from Geelong receipts. They're very cool. They will be great actually. I showed in my book haul a manual, a car manual. Vintage car manual that's got some awesome pictures in, and I've got some car books here, so they'll get put away to be used with those. And then this is what I was begging her for. Just a couple of these Hilltop Poultry Farm eggs are speciality. I love these. They are so cool. Yeah, and I have collected, oh, they've got the carbon as well. Very cool. Which has given me a good few of those. I have some bits and pieces for a poultry journal in the future that I want to make. So these will just be perfect to slip into some pockets and tucks for that. So very much appreciated. Awesome. So that was so much fun. I hope you enjoyed looking through that as much as what I did. Yeah, went a bit overboard, but I haven't done it for a while and I did have a pile of fun. So do take care of yourselves, be good, and I will see you again soon. Bye.